Hey guys, just thought I'd take a moment to film a quick little something. It's been a minute actually. It's just hard to explain. It's just been a lull in everything. Like life's continuing, but I haven't felt very inspired lately. Um, the severity and the frequency of these psychic spiritual attacks have increased. It's pretty clear that somebody in the background doesn't like people waking up and being aware and doing different things. I mean, that's been a theme and a constant in this reality, is that they're going to try to impede people that want to do anything productive or point out the inconsistencies and shed light on the fact that it's not normal anymore, you guys. And it's all a feigned attempt at portraying normal that works most of the time, so long as you don't possess much of a soul and you're not that intelligent. Then it's easy to play along with this script, but it's not that easy for me anymore. It never really was. But the irony, it will forever be that the more you awaken to the true nature of reality as it stands in this new brave new world that we're in, the more of a hostile dead space it's going to become, the more disenchanting it will become, and the more furious you're going to find yourself, but repressed. You know, I find myself so angry sometimes at the state of human existence and the things that I know personally deep down that I can't express, that it's just unfathomable. Like, I have to get it out somehow, but I can't get it out the right way. And they're certainly not going to like me one of these days. But until then, I'm maintaining myself, and I'm keeping my cool and remaining as zen as I possibly can. But it just sucks because playing dumb is such a necessity in this world. If you possess any level of intelligence, you're going to be dumbing yourself down, playing dumb, and accepting lies as the basis of our reality. It's horrible to think, but I find myself smiling and nodding with a lot of things I ever hear out loud. I'm just, just keep it moving, because there's no point in even opening up those types of cans of worms with the people that would be a part of that equation. It doesn't make sense. Just smile and nod and keep it moving. Sometimes you just gotta pick and choose your battles. But we can't really outgrow our roles on this earth. Something that the orchestrators of our misery and the script writers of our lives don't ever want us to do. They never want us to delve outside of what they determine our role on this planet to be. And for most people, especially people like me, it's going to be demoralizing, and it's going to be patronizing, and it's not going to play to your strengths or highlight what makes you different or good. It's just a way of basifying everything and making sure we're all in the same camp. It's okay, to be intelligent in a static way that doesn't point to problems. But there are no incentives on being progressive in this new reality, and you pretty much have to realize that suffering is inevitable, and I think a lot of people are just going to be driven to not caring even more over time. As time goes past, it's just going to be a theme in the world. But some of the best insights and epiphanies that I've ever had have come during intense distress, whenever I'm confused and I'm in a position where I have to think creatively and accept suffering. That's the thing. Most people aren't going to want to accept suffering. They're not going to be good at it. But I can't help but feel like I've gotten so much better at it that it just doesn't even faze me. I don't feel their punches anymore. I myself, as a person, I was destined to become disenchanted, and it caused me to look beyond the surface and be horrified, but also enlightened at what I've discovered. These cultural engineers are banking on us never acknowledging the fact that we're in a false reality, and that we have to balance these sort of things, and that we pick up and know things deep down. They never want us to ever acknowledge that we're reaching each other deep down. They want it to be too weird and too out of reality to ever mention, and as well as the possibility of being gaslighted or having your reality distorted if you were to bring up such things. But I'll say it yet again, that I can prove that we are reaching each other deep down. If you download an app on your phone called Skewy, it will shed some light on that if you're like me and you're actually indulging that and not tuning it out, which is what they want you to do. But they never want you to go looking for anything that will enlighten you, or realize just how contained human life is and how under control most people are. They fail to realize that because they're not doing things to buck the system. If you try to do some things to buck the system and you can't for no reason, just understand there's technology and there's influencing at play, there's manipulative factors, there's subtle thought conditioning. They're doing everything they can to make sure that you don't become enlightened and you don't become motivated to speak and actually empower yourself to do anything different. There's just not enough progressive people making moves at the same time. Those who have made moves over the past several years, may not be here. That's a constant in this world, is that things go away and they don't tell us and they cover it up. And then one day we'll realize that there's so many missing pieces and that it can't even function the same. That's where we're heading, and I think a lot of people know it, but they're just in denial of it and scared of that information, naturally. But I know one thing, they can't stop all of us all the time, and I think that this hive mind is going to be countered with a different sort of hive mind of awareness that doesn't quite allow these atrocities to happen without something different occurring, and it's going to be shocking and very heavy and jarring for many people who awaken to, wow, I've become a complete human sack of shit because of my need for it to not be revealed that I am a steaming pile of shit. It just made all those people worse, but it made people like me better, people that view it as a challenge that have to endure the struggle and to get tougher as a result of it. So just wanted to say that.